What's up, everybody? Hope you're all doing well. If you're new around here, please subscribe as I'd really appreciate it. But in today's video, I'm going to give you another NFT that has the potential to give you massive gains, and it's called Aurory. Aurory is built on the Solana network. When compared to the Ethereum network, the Solana network is much faster, can handle way more transactions per second, and also has way less transaction fees, which makes it ideal to build a game on. Now, investing in this project is meant for people with a nutsack and a half. So if you're really risk averse, this might not be the project for you, as we're still in the early days of crypto and NFTs in general. Aurory is a play to earn desktop game. In this game, you can travel across the world of Antic and Cryptos, which are two different areas and biomes where you will meet a vast array of NPCs and NFTs. And these magical creatures called NFTs can be caught, just like Pokemon, let's say, and traded for actual tokens. These NFTs will also accompany you throughout the game, and you can use it to battle other players as well. So Aurory is the token that the team launched, and you can earn this Aurory through player versus environment or player versus player game modes. This literally means you get paid to play the game, as you can trade Aurory for dollars in the future. Think of Aurory as V-Bucks in Fortnite, but with actual monetary value. But this should tell you about the future of gaming. Imagine you could play a game that was really fun, and you could actually earn money doing it, even if you didn't have an audience viewing you. Now that sounds like the future of gaming to me. Now there are two ways to invest in this game. The first one is by buying an Aurorian or the Aurory NFT. So the Aurory team dropped 10,000 Aurorians last year for a mint price of only 1 Solana. I'll talk about the mint price later, as they kind of messed up on that, but if you look at this page, you can see that there are only 776 items listed, but this is only on Solana. There are also around like 200 items listed on Magic Eden. So let's say there are around 1,000 out of the 10,000 NFTs listed. That means that only 10% of the supply is available for people to buy right now. You can also see that the floor price of Aurory is 28.3 Sol. So regardless of the price of Solana right now, this floor price has gone from exactly 1 Sol to 28.3 Sol, which is a pretty good return in terms of Sol. Now on this channel, I want to keep it a buck and not lie about anything. So I actually did buy 2 Aurorians for quite a bit. I don't want to disclose the exact amounts, but let's just say I bought them for quite a bit, actually 1.5. So me and my friend split one of the Aurorians. But the thing is, we bought these 2 Aurorians, and you get these free airdrops from time to time. Let me show you. So this right here is my wallet, and as you can see, all these airdrops here are free from Aurory, and they do these every like 1 month. They give away like 1 free airdrop, and you get 1 per Aurory you hold. But since I was holding 2 Aurorians, I got like a special version of this Munch Moon NFT, and I was able to sell that for 4 Solana. So think about it. If I split that with my friend, but we both got like around 1.7 Sol for free. For just holding Aurorians, we got, like, to put that into perspective, like $170 just for free. And they don't plan on stopping these airdrops anytime soon. And this encourages people who have the NFTs to hold their NFTs and not list it on Solana or Magic Eden. Now let's talk about the second way you can invest into this project, and that's by buying the Aurory token. So Aurory successfully completed their Aurory IDO, raising over $100 million. $100 million, guys. So an IDO is basically just like an IPO, which is an initial public offering for stocks, but with a crypto project where they launch a token. So this was the biggest IDO in the history of Solana. So just to reiterate, Aurory raised $100 million of funds at a price of 15.54 per Aurory, allowing them to continue to develop this project. If you take a look at the Aurory chart, you'll see it's around $9.22, which is a pretty significant decline from its peak. But that's also due to the fact that the crypto market has been moving down in general over the past couple of months. So you can see all the use cases of Aurory here, which is in their litepaper, and I'll leave a link to their litepaper in the description below. To summarize it, you can buy and sell NFT creatures, items, cosmetics, and cards, and this is also used to reward players for advancing in the solo player versus environment mode, and also reward players for winning battles. Now let's go into the staking of Aurory. So basically, staking means that you lock your Aurory tokens away, and you can't withdraw them until a certain time. So as you can see, there are two pools for staking your Aurory. The flexible pool. This means that you can actually unstake your Aurory and withdraw it at any time you want. The estimated interest you get on this is 34% per year. Now you tell me which bank or which any institution is offering interest rate close to 34%. None. So staking your Aurory is also a really good way to make passive income if you have any. And in the lock pool, which is not redeemable, this means you can't unstake your tokens, and it's not redeemable until May 26, 2022, which is pretty close actually. And you get a 62% APR, which is 62% return per year, which is also insane. And you can also see the amount of RE stake. In the lock pool, you can see 2.86 million stake, and in the flexible pool, you can see around 2.2 million stake. So you can see the amount of people that are staking their RE and the amount of people that have huge trust in this project. As I said before, this game has two experiences. You can have a player versus environment mode and also a competitive player versus player battleground mode. So if you're a sweaty little keyboard warrior, don't worry, there's a game mode for you. They also plan to allow players to acquire their own piece of land, and lands can be used for respawning or teleporting, allowing you to cover great distances within a short amount of time. So basically, there will be different land rarities that will be common, advanced, rare, and legendary. So other players can actually access your dungeon in your land by paying a small fee. So basically, you're showing them like a house tour of your area, and you get paid to do so. They also plan to launch their own DAO Rory, which basically means a decentralized autonomous organization composed of every NFT holder. Basically, think of it like kind of like a hedge fund, but the Aurory team and the Aurory community get to decide which NFT projects they want to provide funding to and invest in. This is a great way to keep the community engaged and invest in future Solana projects, allowing for greater innovation. They're not going to be having another IDO or anything to gain funds for this. They already have 1,000 sold from selling the Aurorians initially, and they get a 1.75% royalty fee from Aurorian sales permanently. That's actually a pretty low fee when you think about it. There are a lot of projects out there with a 5% fee or a 3% fee. And in Q2 of 2022, which is the big quarter, we will finally see Aurory Season 1. And trust me, guys, when Aurory Season 1 comes out, I feel like this game is going to blow up the internet. But again, this is not financial advice. Always do your own research and know that the investments you make are ultimately of your own choice and no one else's. Now let's look at the team. The team has continued to grow since the launch of the Aurorians, and you can see they have almost 20 people right now. So the team consists of creative and art directors with over 14 years of industry experience and animating 2D and 3D games, and also game design creative director with over 22 years of experience in the video game industry. They have a bunch of really experienced developers and artists, and you can actually see this in the graphics and the gameplay of the game. The project is also proudly backed by Alameda Research, Animoca Brands, Genblock Capital, which are companies that invest in the crypto space. Now let me quickly talk about the highest sale in this project. So this Helios right here, which is of rank 2. So Helios is basically this cat NFT that's extremely rare, and only 9 of them were available out of 10,000 at mint. So the second rarest NFT on the Aurorians, which is a Helios, sold for 3,125 Solana, which is a lot of money. We're talking in the hundreds of thousands here. You can also see the esports organization TSM FTX partnered with Solana game Aurory, so you know some big gamers are going to be on this game. Looking at this project, it looks like a Bored Ape Yacht Club kind of project. I've never seen a crypto game with such great graphics, a sick team, and also such a brilliant concept. They're also going to be launching their own marketplace, and in this marketplace, you can trade any Aurory NFT, including the airdrops and the Aurorians. But with that being said, let me show you some of the gameplay. The IDO and the concept doesn't really matter if the gameplay is shit. So let's just look at the graphics and the concept of the game in general. So this is some pretty sick gameplay from the player versus player mode, and as you can see, I just love the way that the battle arena just formed like tiles from out of nowhere, and also the concept behind it. It's just like Pokemon, and you would have to strategize and base your moves of what you think your opponent's moves are going to be. So essentially, it's going to be also a strategic game and not just a mindless game where you walk around like a freaking zombie. But as I say, I'm here to keep it a buck, and I want to talk about one negative experience that this project had. So initially, when we were supposed to mint the 10,000 Aurorians, the mint price was supposed to be at 5 SOL. But there was a mistake in the contract from the team. They entered a price of 1 SOL. Now this might seem like good for the investors as we got a mint for a price of 1 SOL, but that's actually a really silly and careless mistake on their part, and that could translate into other work. I'm not sure if the person who designed that contract and implemented that contract has been fired or not, but now that I think about it, it could also be to keep their name up in social media, because that's how to get your name around and build a following these days. If they were to mess up and have a mint of one soul, more people would tweet about it, more people would learn about the project. So I'm not really sure if this was a strategy from their team, but that's just one time that they've messed up so far. And the good thing about it is anybody can invest in this project. You don't need $100,000 to invest in this project. You can simply buy some Aurory to show your support. I've been following this project since its mint days. I actually tried to mint an Aurorian, but there were over like 150,000 people waiting to mint, so I couldn't get one and I had to buy one off the secondary market. I personally definitely think that this is the next big NFT project. There's still a lot of money in Ethereum NFTs, and if the money from the Ethereum NFTs were to flow into Solana NFTs, this would probably be the number one project that people would invest into. So whether you want to take a risk and invest $3,000 or you want to invest $15, you can either choose to invest in an Aurorian or in the Aurory token. And that way you would be supporting this project. I plead you to look more into this project and also what the team and the community is building. It's truly amazing to see this kind of innovation in the crypto space. Please like and subscribe and everything if you enjoyed this video, and leave any feedback. I'm open to any kind of feedback on my videos. But that's it for today's video, and I'll see you guys in the next video.